Good morning everyone, Nick Gardner, welcome to the channel. It's a beautiful day here in Northampton Town Centre today, and I've got quite a lot to do. I've got to go back to the allotment, remove the garlic net, weed the bed, remove any scapes, because I did see one scape forming last week, sift some compost, put some string up for the beans to climb up. So yeah, I've got to get things ready here first. Got to remove the mower from the van because I've got to go collect tomatoes as well. And yeah, so it's been a busy day yesterday up the garden here. So I'll just show you what I've done yesterday. Just got a little black cat here. His name's Murphy apparently. He's just done a little clean. Got Kent blue peas here. They're flowering quite nicely now, and it's beautiful colours on those. Worth growing just for the flowers, really. Beautiful. So I dug through this bed a bit more. There's all bindweed all the way along here and couch grass and stuff. And to stop the cats from pooping in it, I've just completely filled it now with all my potatoes and that. And this bed is going to be called the Carlsberg bed. So I'll just put these on here for the time being, just because it's near the washing line. Don't want to bend down and poke my eye out with the beer cans and that. So yeah, dug through there. There's a buddleia in there I took out, and popped all the potatoes in here, the peas, and these beans down here, the little dwarf ones. So there's a little space there for the cats to sunbathe and what have you. And there's a little space under here where I like to go in the shade and that. So I chopped this cornice back a little bit, not too much yet, because it's just about to flower, but I'll be chopping it back loads, especially this bit over here was hanging right out. But yeah, chopping it as much of the old stuff out as I can, and hopefully some new shoots will come out, because cornice, they have real nice colours on the young stems, and you have to prune them out every 3 years to encourage your new stems, because the old stems fade away. So I dug through all this bed along here and planted some flowers in there. There was already some disturbance this morning from the cat just down here, but everything survived the night. Got a little cluster echinacea there, a little cluster of eryngium, and I've got some zinnias, petunia. I left this cornice in. I've got some xanthodacia, some cornflowers from the old house, cosmos, little zinnia at the back there, another little zinnia, a big dahlia. Thought I'd put that in the middle, because that's the purple gem, should be quite nice. Another cosmos the other side, some more bulbs, I think they're the xanthodacia, them ones. Some more cosmos. I mean, that one was like that before I put it in, but I thought give it a chance. Left the foxgloves in, obviously, they're just about to flower. They look really nice. And then yeah, just put another petunia, some more zinnias, another eryngium, put the echinops at the back there, and another cosmos, and the achillea just there. Left the hydrangea in, and left a space there at the back there for hollyhocks. So yeah, just made a bit of space over here really, which is where the tomatoes are going to go. But you need to pop them on, that's why I need to sieve some more compost. But yeah, so I'll get the van ready in a minute, and go get all my bits together, take the lawnmower out, and make space so I can get the quite a few bees on there, get the tomatoes in. Can you hear them? Right, so yeah, I'll get ready and I'll see you in Right, so first things first, got to take this net off the garlic, but these are perennial gladioli, and they look beautiful, don't they? Awesome colour. But yeah, definitely got some scapes forming on the garlic and that. Definitely a few along this hardneck, so I'm going to remove the cover and start weeding it. And once I've removed the cover, actually, I'll let you have a bit of a closer look. Rust has really taken hold since the last time I looked, but yeah, definitely got scapes. I'll be taking all these scapes off. They normally say wait till they do a curly Q or whatever, but I'll just take them off ASAP, because the longer you leave them on there, the more energy what's going into them rather than going into the bulb. So as you can see, I've got a few weeds, but it's not that bad at all. Probably going to take me 10 minutes to weed it, if that, I would have thought. It's not too bad considering they've been covered since, was it about mid-February, early March, something like that, because I know the net was delayed coming. But yeah, I'm probably going to get in. I don't know if it's worth taking off any of these leaves now, because it's pretty much ready to harvest. I mean, and also if I take off the leaves, I might lose track of how many leaves have died off. So it's best to harvest your garlic when about half of the leaves have died off, no more really, because these layers of leaves are what's around the bulb, and if too many of them rot away, then the bulb will split and you won't be able to store it for long. But yeah, scapes on here, doing really well. Might just have a little look around here. I mean, that one, sorry, can you see it? Let's go down a bit. That looks not too bad, but they're just fattening up at the moment. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull these out or not. I did try and do them as a no dig, where I mulched it with compost and horse manure. I parted them with mycorrhizal fungi. It's got biochar. So I think this is going to be my best ever harvest of garlic, and I hope there's no allium leaf miner. But sometimes when you see things like this, I should have put the camera back at, like the little splits and that's where they could get in. But looking, you know, there's not too many weeds through here, and they're looking quite good. So I'm just going to have a look. Oh, here's another one with that twisted sort of growth look. Oh, you can see that well. But be interesting to see what the roots are like on them, if it's got onion root rot or anything. But yeah, looking around here, pretty good. Oh, most of them put out anyway. Okay, so we've weeded all the garlic. Oh no, not quite. One more weed, let's pull that out. But yeah, didn't take that long. The rust, although it looks quite bad, I'm going to leave it, because I need to be able to tell how many leaves have died back. So after a couple more leaves have died back, I'm probably going to harvest it. But these haven't, in fact that one's just started to send out a scape there. I've pulled off some of the other scapes. In fact, there's another one coming on that one. So perhaps come back during the week and pull the scapes off this front row. But I'm really happy with how this garlic is. Perhaps have a little, I don't know if I can get down here and see if it's actually getting any bigger or not. I don't know. Planted it quite deep. Well, I say deep, I just stowed it on top of the soil, but and then put about 2 or 3 inches of compost and horse manure on top. So, I mean, I was hoping that this was going to be like a no-dig garlic. I don't have to dig them out because the soil here under here is rock hard, and I had to really dig them out last year. But they've been sowed just on this sort of surface level here, and yeah, I was hoping maybe just get a little trowel under them and just tease them out. But they're looking fantastic. and everyone else's garlic on here hasn't done nowhere near as well as mine. Everyone else has died off already virtually, and nowhere near as fat. So no dig garlic is definitely a way to go if you ask me. I'm just having a look at these perennial gladioli. They're beautiful. So the beans, I did pick some tips off the other day, but I've left some of them on, but I've still got no black fly on them or anything, and they're absolutely doing amazing. I'm really happy with them. I'm glad I didn't take them out in the end. This little bit of broccoli down here, what I popped a spare broccoli just here, and it's been completely munched off by something. I've got a couple of spares at home, so I just need to do that at some point, replant that. A little bit of flea beetle damage on the swede in here, nothing's touched the kohlrabi in the middle. So the next job I'm going to do, or I've just literally just started doing it, I thought I'd film a little bit of it, just to sieve a little bit more of this compost, because I need some more compost at home for potting on a few things. So it's just handy to come up here and sieve some really, but it's not that handy, but it's better than having to buy it. So I'm just going to sieve a little bit of this into there. Okay, so we've sieved a little bit of compost. That's all I can be bothered to do today. Don't need a massive amount, just that'll do for this week. I'll grab some more next week. Raspberries, the Bocking 14 and the Beauty Berry. It's like a jungle in there at the moment, looking really good. I'm sure I'll get a bumper crop of raspberries this year. I did last year, it was the best crop I've ever had. And yeah, just couldn't keep up with them really. So, the worm farm, I've decided, even though I've just put a new tap on it and stuff, I'm going to leave it here for the time being, because I haven't got enough room at the other place. I just realised my gooseberry net has half come off, but gooseberries are still there, so that's a good thing. The birds haven't found them yet. So the hollyhocks from here will be taking them round to my old house, sorry, my new house. Decide which ones to dig up to take round there to pop in the corner. Got some real nice Albresia down here. It's looking good, nice colour. So I might take a bit of that Blocking 14 comfrey for the new house as well, because that doesn't spread. But forget-me-nots all going over now. I have to pull them out. I've got a little sedum in there. But these hollyhocks won't be long before they're flowering. And I have to remember to stake them this year, because last year I didn't stake them and they all got hammered by the wind. And it looks like I've got a little snapdragon coming up here. Yeah, most things I look, it's been swamped by the forget-me-not, so like I say, I'll have to pull it off. Asparagus here, I don't know if you can see where my hand is, just here there's a little asparagus beetle at the end of that, a little red and black thing. It's just dropped off. In fact, we've got a few more down here. You see the little red and black beetles? Try and zoom in on them if I can. But yeah, they're the asparagus beetles, and they'll just nibble everything. They're a bit of a pain. Them ones are humping there, if you can see them. But asparagus is coming along nicely this year. Probably, I've only had a couple of little spears, but hopefully next year I should get a decent harvest. So I think we personally planted the ones in the middle. We planted them far too close, because they've been in there now for 3 years, and they should be bigger than that. And the ones that I planted last year, which are these ones here, are already bigger than some of them spears. Yeah, so always remember to give your asparagus plenty of space, don't cram it all in. The cherries just started to get a little bit of colour to them now, so I'll probably have to protect them from the pigeons and that, the blackbirds. definitely got a few apples forming. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, only about 10 on there. There was plenty of blossom, so maybe the frost has caught that a bit. But I'll have to get through this bed and pick out the grass. This bindweed's coming back with a vengeance this year. So it's getting less and less each year. Just have to keep pulling it out. But it's a bit of a nightmare. There's couch grass as well everywhere. I have a single seed potato, the Kens. They seem to be doing alright in here. I'll probably could do with topping them up a little bit more compost. But as you can see, I'll put the bunges on here just so that when they're growing and the wind's blowing, they won't snap over or anything. And I'm quite quite happy with how they're looking. They're looking very nice and green and healthy. Yeah, so beauty berry here is doing well. The Calicarpa bodinii perfusion. Some of these autumn fruiting raspberries have gone a bit yellow, and that's just because I didn't chop them down low enough, back down to the bottom of the stems there. But the new growth, what's coming through, is all looking nice and healthy. The volunteer potatoes, I'll perhaps have to give these a little bit of water. Well, it's not too bad actually. I'll probably give it a drink anyway before I go. The strawberry bed, put the little net on just to protect the strawberries as they're forming so the birds don't eat them all. But I'm hoping that the pollinators can still get under there. I'm sure they can. But I've still got masses of flowers on here. And they're looking really good, really happy. In fact, I can see a bit of bindweed coming up through here, look. It's everywhere. Yeah, I just keep pulling it out each time I see it, and that'll weaken it eventually and get rid of it. But ongoing battle for a few years, bindweed, at least. That's if you stay on it all the time. So I removed the net off this garlic, and I don't believe it, that's got a hard neck on it. These were supposed to be soft neck, and it's got a scape growing on it, and that one by the looks of it. So maybe I've got a bit muddled up because I thought these were all soft neck, but as you can tell, in fact that one's got a scape coming out of it as well. So there's 3 scapes coming out of them, out of my soft neck. My bloody labelling and everything's terrible. That's why I had to buy that Edding Park marker pen, so I don't bugger things up. So I keep writing on every single pot what I've potted on in it and everything. So hard neck is soft neck again. The peas are doing really well. I've got the first little flowers on them now, and they've all pulled through. I think that discoloration at the start was just because of the cold weather, but these are the best looking peas I've grown up here. Before, they normally get hammered, so I'm hopefully looking to get a good crop. Now I did say I was going to string my beans up today. I mean, this one and that one looks like they've been out a bit by the snails, but I don't think I've got the string with me. I must have taken it out of the bag, and I thought it was in the bag. I didn't realise, I didn't check, so I'm going to have to come back up midweek and tie these beans up so I've got somewhere to climb up. So underneath here are my onions, got a load of weeds, so I'm going to have to take this off next week and get in there and weed that. But I'm hoping with Dodge the allium leaf miner. I have seen a few other onions on my allotments, not on my plot but around here, which have got allium leaf miner. It looks like it has, but I'm looking at these, I can't really see anything yet. But I'll show you some of these onions. So these are the Troy sets, and they're fattening up quite nicely. They're definitely doing better than what they did last year from seed, because like I say, they got the allium leaf mine and I had to just dig them all up and discard them. So I was gutted. But it looks like I'm going to get a decent harvest of onions this year. And the leeks in the middle there, they're looking okay as long as they don't bolt. And the multi-sowing onions, yeah, they're fattening up nicely as well. So the snowball turnips, in fact they're fattening up okay. There's a couple in there which are looking pretty good, considering they're a bit pot bound. And then I've got the cauliflowers in the middle, which are all surviving so far, which is good. And the broad beans. doing really well. Yeah, so the beans are doing alright. I've just noticed I've got the first, let me stand out, pods going up on there, look, they look alright. Oh, got some more down there as well. Beautiful. Let's have a little look through. Oh yeah, got some more down there. Ooh, lovely beans. Oh yeah, look at all them, beautiful. Yeah, so they're not going to be long to harvest. I did pick some tips off the other day, but I didn't do them all, but I can't see no black fly on the others, so I'm going to leave the others for the time being. I do need to bring up a couple of replacements actually. That one, what I said what was nearly dead anyway, is actually pretty dead now, look. Poor little thing. It's still alive, but I'm going to replace it. I missed one just here, for whatever reason. Let me just get sort of camera out. Yeah, this one down here, just in front, that's looking a bit sorry for itself. So I've got no spare cauliflower, so I've got some broccoli again, so I'm going to stick some broccolis in here, and there's a bit of bindweed coming up next to it as well. Just I might better stick my hand under and just pull that out. Yeah, that'll do. Just keep weakening it. Yeah, so the potatoes in here are doing really well. I did mulch them up with some more grass, and this just forms a real nice layer to protect any tubers that are forming near the surface. So, but don't put too much in one go, otherwise it goes anaerobic. But acts as a good little weed barrier, keeps the moisture in, protects your potatoes. So yeah, it's all looking good. I'm happy. Comfrey's good. Cabbages all doing well. I do need to bring up a spare broccoli for that one what's been eaten, and I probably do need to repair the net at some point. I keep saying that, but probably going to end up losing some stuff if I don't get round to doing it. Yeah, because otherwise they couldn't get all ate like that little broccoli there. But I wonder why we've ate that. And not, in fact, we've ate a bit of that. I think I might have ate the tip of that one actually. You see that? Yeah, something's definitely got in there and had that. So I'm probably going to have to protect this a little bit better actually. Oh, little sods. Now the carrots are doing alright. They've shot up loads, and the little seeds what I put in there have started to germinate now actually, so that's good. Get a few extra little second sowing. Right, I think that's it. I've done today. I'm just going to take a lot of this stuff to the van, go to the other house, get the tomatoes, and yeah, I think that'll do for today. But I'm happy with how the plot's going. Everything seems to have done really well since I've been away. Just a few little things that have been eaten, but it's to be expected really. So I'm going to go bring some spares up for them another time in the week, hopefully. But I'm going to go over to the other house now and pick up the tomatoes.